It's under the heading of free will choice. It's all true, the encryption lattice, and the paths of rise and fall. So this gives us a general parameter of what all those things mean. They've already gone into talking about, before this, the Fibonacci spiral and those kind of things, where they did a comparative, just a simple one. Even if you've never heard of these paradigms before coming in on the website, you would still be able to get the gist of what's being said in the comparisons. So they've moved from that and that information into this next level of information. Okay. And through this we'll find out a bit about encryption lattices. They've said, okay, though the cosmos allows and finds value in all things, and it's all good / God, right, as the New Age sayings tell us, and with which the MCEO especially agrees, we actually agree with those statements, it is also all good God to learn to discern between the various paths of spiritual awakening if one hopes to have any conscious influence at all over the direction of personal evolution. Where precisely does each spiritual path lead is a question worth asking. In the MCEO CDT plate dispensations, the answer to this question is answered in precise detail, unlike the lofty but vacuous explanations offered in other paradigms. And yes, eventually all paths return to source, but another good question to ask is, what will the experiential road between here and source look like? For therein lies the core reason for discernment in choosing a life path, be it spiritual or otherwise. Now, the cosmos runs by certain immutable natural laws that will exist and experientially apply whether or not one chooses to believe in them. One such cosmic law is that of cause and effect. Action and consequence to action, or the law of reciprocity. What goes around comes around, to put it simply. We will have consequence to action for each action we choose to take. And if we happen to choose an evolutionary path built upon fundamentals of energy inherent to the death sciences, which they had talked about before previously, and that has to do with the Bloom of Doom paradigm and the Metatronic sciences. Okay, so inherent to the death sciences, path of finite life and space dust return, we will live the experiential energetic consequence of that choice. If we choose not to choose a path of conscious evolutionary direction and simply say, as the song says, sha-la-la-la-la, live for today, that one, I can't sing right now, right? Our not choosing still remains a choice. And in the choice of no choice, we will be at the mercy of the energetic consequence that emerges through the field of mass action surrounding us in the external environment. So if we choose not to choose and just don't bother ourselves with it, it'll be chosen for us by what's called dominant quantum, where the quantum of the collective is stronger than your own little one. And if you're not working directly, and focusing your energy in specific ways, you'll just get dragged along with whatever the species field is in the planetary field. All right, let's see. Okay. In our current societies, we have a wealth of happy affirmative New Age jargon with which we could blissfully dance ourselves into unknowing oblivion for several lifetimes to come. But behind the jargon, there are real energetic realities taking place, and it is through the response to those underlying energetic realities that we will meet with the reality of experiential energetic consequence. Now, they jump a paragraph here to stay on point here. Here's where we get into encryption lattices. The reality and core frequency vibration of a being, thought, idea, emotion, matter form, or any manifest thing represents what is called the core radiation encryption. This core truth in frequency vibration is in actuality the frequency vibration of the core energy radiation signature held within the morphogenetic field template lattice upon which the organization of the multidimensional form of any manifest thing is structured. The morphogenetic field template is referred to as a lattice because it is a constantly fluctuating, flowing field of intricate, interwoven geometrical forms and patterns made of minute points of radiation that exists within, behind, and surrounding the matter form that manifests upon it. In terms of this core radiation encryption lattice, Even invisible phenomena, such as thoughts, ideas, and emotions, are literal manifest things, possessing tangible form, structure, matter expression, and a core encryption lattice, somewhere within the multidimensional spectrum. The cumulative sum of the frequency vibration of the core encryption lattice at any given moment in time is called the base pulse rhythm, or BPR. It is the BPR of the morphogenetic field encryption lattice that draws a manifest form into the cumulative energetic consequence corresponding to the BPR of its energetic lattice. That means if you just have thoughts, and I'm going to do all my happy thoughts, and I'm not going to focus on anything but my happy thoughts, that will be part of your BPR, of your encryption lattice. But what are your atoms doing? Do you know? Because if what is happening on the atomic level, say through psychotronics that are being beamed through the planet directly aimed at our bodies, it won't matter how many happy thoughts you think. It's still going to go into an alignment that you are not choosing. And this is why they're bringing the encryption lattices to our attention. Okay, now, the cosmic law of cause and effect expresses within ascension systems as the law of reciprocal attraction, through which the encryption lattice of a manifest form is drawn into reciprocal or mutual relationship with its corresponding energetic consequence. It is the law of co-resonant harmonic alignment, which simply means that the specific core frequency vibration, or BPR, of a matter form's encryption lattice will draw that matter form into relationship with other matter forms that have a correspondingly similar encryption lattice and BPR.